Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We're going back into some live tournament action here. AWESOMO and Perfect going to be battling it out here. Will be another PvZ, which we've seen actually quite a bit of this evening. And I do still have NJX on the line with me, and this has been, I think, a pretty nice little tournament so far, NJX. How are you feeling about this bracket so far?
It's turning out to be quite an awesome bracket. We've casted some very good games so far, all of them very entertaining. So I think it's only just going to get better as the night goes on. What do you think, there, Knack?
Oh, I agree, and I mean that's part of a single elimination bracket. Is it's fast and furious. We try and get to the best players as quickly as we can. It's a tough thing, I think, for a lot of really good players that that they can't handle that fast and furious momentum that you get in a single elimination bracket with best of ones. And that's understandable, but that's why we have the monthly tournament. We want to give people the option to getting into that as quickly as they can, get that invite, and then they head out to the monthly where we do have a double elimination, and it is best of threes the entire way. And so that's where we want to have people really shine. And there's a lot of different ways to be getting an invite, and winning tonight's tournament is one of them. So I'm pretty pumped. I'm thinking Perfect might be a good shoe-in for tonight. What do you think?
I agree. He's played some very fantastic matches tonight. Just, number one, entertaining, which is an important thing when casting games. And number two, he's just an incredibly awesome player that obviously loves to play this game.
Right.
You got to have a love for this game if you play it this much to get this good at it.
Yeah, absolutely agreed. And Perfect is going to be going for a Forge Fast Expand, the first Forge Fast Expand of the evening, tossing down his second pylon here fairly quickly. So he's going to go for a slightly later Nexus than is. It's going to be a little bit later than is considered normal, but that's okay. He's gonna be playing it definitely safe, and since it is still a best of one here, I think this is probably a smart move for Perfect. This is the build order you want to go for if you want to hold off like a Roach all in. From your Zerg opponents that do scout you going for a Forge Fast Expand, and that's been more and more prevalent these days, is this big Roach all in, and quite frankly it's the right play in a lot of ways against Forge Fast Expand.
Well, if you don't have a cannon up when the roaches come knocking, and you're really, well, SOL in a sense. Because, yeah, you can defend it probably maybe with a couple of zealots, but in the end, roaches are more powerful than zealots. And the immortals won't be out in time for a very quick roach push.
Right. It does delay your tech quite a bit to take this early expansion. And Perfect now with a pretty nice little wall off going down. He should be in just fine shape as he moves forward. But I mean, I like this play. This is definitely safe for him, and I think that he's going to be gearing up in pretty decent style. But here comes your first couple lings. They do pick off one of the probes retreating there, and this wall off is not complete. It looks like Perfect is not super excited about walling it off yet. There he goes. He's going to wall it off. And he's got a small little gap there where he can block it. He probably will block it with his probe for the time being until he does have his zealot out on the field. But his Nexus is about to be complete. It's good and fast, not too fast. Not taking any superior or crazy risks at this point. But yeah, I'd say he's doing a pretty good job.
I have a slight issue with pylons being in your wall in ZVP, because if instead of going fast roaches, your opponent goes fast banelings, well, there goes your pylons and there goes your wall. They can just stream in the Zerglings and your probes are dead.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's just my opinion. It's, I've seen a lot of pros put pylons in their walls. I guess it's a personal preference thing, but I personally wouldn't do it in ZVP.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a well-made point. One of the things that a lot of Protoss players try and do to make it okay is to get out a couple of their sentries, and just a couple sentries will enable you to keep those pylons safe from banelings for just a few moments, and force the banelings to either soak all their damage onto the gateways or just do something else entirely. So, which, I mean, we'll see, but I don't see any banelings coming out quite yet. We do have double Stargates on the way right now.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, there's one right there. And where's the other one? I can't find the other one. Oh, there it is. It's in his wall. Well, not in his wall, but next to his wall. So there's the second Stargate. He's putting them in completely different locations, which is kind of comical in some respects, but his opponent, if he does scout one, may stop scouting there and only prepare for a single Stargate play, but he is going to have to deal with double Stargate play here. And Chrono going down on a lot of Void Rays now. That's a lot of Void Rays, NJX.
Yeah, that's a lot of Void Rays, and there's no Spire going down anywhere, so there's no mutas, although there could be very shortly.
Well, and
maybe not enough gas.
Is taking an early third. He's about to have it complete, and that is his tech will be slowed down here just a little bit, and Perfect will be secure on 2 bases. But here comes your scouting overlord. He is going to cruise over here and see this first Void Ray. Yeah, look at that. Notice that Perfect split his Void Rays here. Doesn't want to reveal the second Void Ray at this point.
Well, if AWESOMO pushes the ramp, he may have seen that second Void Ray.
I think he may have too. That was definitely a little bit
too close
for comfort. But it looks like the Void Rays will be cruising out across the field here in just a moment. And off they go. If he didn't see it, he definitely sees it now because he's got that tower being taken.
He definitely knows that there's 2 now.
Yep, knows that there's 2. There's about to be a 4th one on the field. There it is right there, cruising out, and he's got the 3rd one right behind. So not too bad. These guys are going to move in. Should be able to deny this base at least. The Spore Crawlers here, not bad positioning. However, they are not complete.
A lot of queens there.
Void Ray micro here is absolutely the key. Oh, he lost one of those voids. That's not a good deal. A lot of transfuse going down on these queens, and looks like those queens will hold on. Wow. Pretty good stuff. He does have a couple of your Phoenix now out on the field, and he is going to continue with this air play. Going to start sniping off some more Overlords, I think is a smart deal at this point. Here comes more Phoenix. The Phoenix really are going to be the key to dealing with mass queens at this point. But here comes your Voids. Going to take out now an Evo Chamber, and now they're all charged up as well. This is a really nice position to be in. Looks like he's going to go for the kill here at this at the main. Wow, if he can start taking out some tech, he'll be in great shape. Queen going to go down here. I like it.
Oh, wow.
I like it.
This is a very interesting play.
Nicely done. He is going to start working on the lair. It looks like he may even go ahead and take it out. That is going to slow down the tech here pretty good, especially since AWESOMO has really been working on just getting his Spore Crawlers out to deal with this, and it may not be enough in the end. Love the Phoenix picking up these queens. These queens not going to last very long here. All your Void Rays are charged up, doing so much damage at this point. It's absolutely brutal. And Mass Queen having a lot of trouble here. Overlord about to die as well. Wow, awesome. Really, well, go ahead.
I'm curious to see why he hasn't moved that Spore Crawler near his Evo Chamber. If he had moved that, that might have negated some of the damage a little bit, forced Perfect to move off a little more. But now we're just going to see all the major tech structures starting to go down. I think this is GG for AWESOMO, really.
Yeah, if he loses this lair, he's really going to find himself in trouble.
And there it goes.
Lair goes down. That is going to stall mining at that base. He is poking up to the front with a bunch of Lings, and looks like the Lings are going to make their way in here. But cannon's going down. I love that Perfect did wall this off. He's got a couple warp-ins going down. Sentry, and here comes your, wow, Phoenix to deal with Lings. It's not super effective, but you know what? You do what you got to do here, and he is indeed going to pick these guys up. Not often you get to see that happen, actually.
Well, the Phoenixes are faster to get across the map, so in a sense, they just arrive first. He sent the Void Rays too. They're really slow.
Yeah. Just always fun to see Phoenix picking up Zerglings, but taking a lot of damage here at his mineral lines, and this is a great counterattack here from AWESOMO, and Perfect is actually way behind in the supply count, which scares me a little bit here as we move forward. Kind of brutal,
I have want to say, even though AWESOMO lost his main base, that Perfect may have not come out of this that well.
Oh, AWESOMO is way ahead. He's Perfect has gotten almost no economy left. He's going to try and kill off Hydras here with not nearly enough Phoenix, and that didn't work out very well. He lost a lot of Phoenix there.
He lost about 5, I think.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
Gonna try one more time here, it appears. I hope not. Oh, these Voids are gonna die.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's
one
painful.
more shot on this guy, and he is gone to the world. Yep, there he goes. And we're going to have to back up. We'll see if Perfect is going to be able to hold on here, but he's in a little bit of trouble. And here comes your attack at the front door. AWESOMO now beating down his front gate. Good force fields there. This will stave off the attack for a moment, but Void Ray goes down there fairly quickly. Not a good deal, man. I'll tell you, this is scary, scary, scary. And this is the tough part about going for your Mass Phoenix play, is your Mass Phoenix tend to not be super effective against, you know, an army of any kind of reason.
There's a Colossus out here, but I don't know if
Colossus is the best choice, but it's not going to be doing enough damage. Look at that. He focused it down very quickly. AWESOMO doing the right moves here at all the right times. And Perfect trying desperately to hold on here, and it is a best of one, so he knows that he's got to make this happen right here, right now, if he wants to be moving forward in the tournament. He is picking these guys up, but he's now out of energy on his 3 remaining Phoenix, and it's just four Njax Hydralisks here, still kicking it in the main, and they're going to be so difficult to deal with. Wow.
Those Zealots did nothing at all to that Hydra. Maybe a little bit. Here comes a Colossus to clean up the last of them. Hopefully. Maybe.
Yeah, he'll clean it up
barely.
Pretty good, but not nearly enough damage, I think, at this point from Perfect. Notice AWESOMO, 125 supply to 60. He has taken his 4th base and retaken his main. Looks to be in pretty solid shape at this point. He's got good defenses up around his base with those Spore Crawlers. And I think moving forward, Perfect is going to have to try and go for a 3rd base here as quickly as he can and transition into a little bit beefier army than just a couple air units. And here comes a large roach push, though, and I half expect to see this be the game-ending push.
Well, yes, Perfect is in a ton of trouble right here. He's lacking heavily in any sort of unit to deal with these guys right now. Yes, there's a Colossus and there's a couple sentries to block the ramp, but oh, well, he blocks most of them.
Yep. Wasted, I'd say, 1 extra force field there. It would have been nice if he could have utilized just 2. He's got to be as cost effective as he can with the energy at this point. And these roaches are just massing up here. We're going to see AWESOMO cruising out across the field with a whole bunch more units here in just a moment. He is going to grab his Spire out right now. And there's a good force field there. And the roaches looks like they will have to back out here for just another moment. But I think that AWESOMO is just going to bide his time until he can get out probably Broodlord tech at this point. And that's going to be a really nice tech switch for him.
Well, there was a bit of miss micro by Perfect in that roach push as well. He probably would have picked off more roaches if he hadn't miss microed a stalker down with his phoenixes, then freaked out about miss microing the stalker and miss microed 2 phoenixes back up with the stalker. So he probably would have picked off a little more there, but in the end, it just AWESOMO was super ahead.
Yeah. Excuse me. I love that Perfect is trying to stay active with these few remaining Phoenix, taking out some Overlords here and there. Smart move. AWESOMO is, though, securely on 4 solid mining bases at this point, and that is what's going to be the clincher here for Perfect. He's almost mined out in his main. He's getting extremely low here, so he's got to take another base just to stay on 2 mining base, and that is, I'll tell you, that's a really, it's a brutal situation to be in. And look what we've got in production for AWESOMO at this point. He's got Burrow. He's got all sorts of upgrades going down. Notice that he's grabbing pneumatized Carapace. He's grabbing his ground Carapace level 2. He's working on tunneling claws and all sorts of different things at this point. He's really in phenomenal shape. But Perfect is playing this the right way in at least one sense, is that he's getting the correct unit composition together to deal with roaches and hydras. And we do have your, now, what is it, flyer attack level 1 going down, and I'm expecting to see...
Ooh, GG.
Never mind. He said he forfeits and GG. That is game. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. I guess he felt like he either had something better to do or couldn't hold on there. But it was a good game. I definitely think that AWESOMO had that one won regardless. So nicely done. Thanks again. We'll see you guys in just a bit.